Welcome back. We're only 6 days away from Election Day, and Governor Kristi Noem held 2 rallies today, one in Rapid City and later in the day in Sioux Falls with the governor of Virginia.
Both Noem and her Democratic opponent Jamie Smith are looking to sprint to the finish line. Our Austin Goss was with both of the candidates today and has more from Sioux Falls.
Earlier Wednesday, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin stumped for Kristi Noem, as did Tulsi Gabbard twice.
Folks, you got to get her reelected. We got to get her reelected.
And while Noem crisscrosses the state with some of the biggest name in Republican politics right now, Jamie Smith and his team are on the road.
We're going to do everything we can to turn those votes and get the people out to vote. And when we wake up on the 9th, Jamie Smith governor's the headline in the paper.
Smith and fellow statewide Democratic candidates are in the midst of a statewide RV tour, taking them to many places where historically Democrats have not done as well. Wednesday, throughout much of central South Dakota, with future stops in Huron, Aberdeen, and Pierre, Noem finds herself in a familiar place to 2018, where Democrat Billy Sutton took her to the wire.
This race is close because of people that have lived here forever that are taking our freedom for granted. They never had to live in a Michigan. They never had to live in a Portland where they were under crushing mandates. They didn't have control over what their kids were putting in their bodies for vaccines or what they've been taught in their classrooms, and couldn't make decisions that were best for their customers and their employees and their families.
But just like 4 years ago, Noem is being rallied around by different Republicans. At her rally with Youngkin Wednesday, Paul Tenhaken introduced her to the crowd. Him and Youngkin sharing a similar message.
That's what South Dakota is all about. South Dakota is all about having a governor who understands that you don't work for her, she works for you.
But Smith says he isn't afraid to fight from behind.
It says that she's scared. It says that she's doing absolutely, she's running scared and has to bring in the folks from out of state. And, I'm glad. That means we've done a great job in our campaign of putting ourselves right in the mix of it.
As for Jamie Smith, he wrapped up his first full day on the road with a meet and greet in Lower Brule. In Sioux Falls, I'm Austin Goss.